welcome to another episode of the Thomas Clan Garden. Sorry about the glare, the sun is coming up and, well, bright. So today I want to talk about supporting small family-owned businesses. And if you are watching my page regularly, so I did a video recently where I mentioned one business in particular and how fantastic my experience was with them. I want to mention another business today. Now, keep in mind, I am not being paid to say anything that I say in this video, and any results were after. I'm not being paid, not sponsored by. This is just purely my own experience, my own thoughts. And here, I'm gonna do this and try to. There we go. That's a little bit better. So the business that I wanted to mention today is a family-owned business that started off as a YouTube page. Started off as MIGardener, and that's what it is now. Is MIGardener.com is the business. And the reason why I wanted to mention them, the first reason anyway, and I actually messaged them and got permission before doing this video to mention them in one, is because they do a seed collection of extra unneeded seeds. And I just, and the reason why they do it is because they help out those who are less fortunate. Now, as a couple who are just out of college, I mean, he started the video. I don't know how old he was when he started the video. I mean, he looks like he was like a young teenager when he started the videos, and now to see, you know, I know he wasn't that young, but he looked that young. But to see him get older, he, you know, go through college, just be barely out of college. He's got a new wife and a 1-year-old. You know, reminds me of when I was starting out. For him to already be succeeding and be helping others and have the mindset of making the world a better place, it's just a fantastic thing to see. You know, in my family and in a lot of the people who I hold close to me, that's a trait of somebody who will always be somebody who needs to be respected in today's society, because you don't see it a lot anymore. Somebody who's willing to go that extra mile for others. So all of my extra seeds this year, anything that I don't use, which I've been, you know, keeping in the proper envelopes and properly marked, so that way they know what they are. I'm going to send to him to help out those less fortunate. And, you know, I really hope that I know it's people in his local area that need the help that he's helping, and that's great. And I hope maybe someday I can be in a position to help those who are close to me, who live close to me, or who are in my area who really need it. I mean, that's just a fantastic idea. The second reason why I'm going to mention him now, since contacting him, I decided to make a purchase from MIGardener.com. And so I actually made this video first before having any results. And the reason why is because I want to document, because I am documenting, you know, the main purpose of my page is the experimentation, the education of me and my family, getting to be on that homestead, you know, learning everything we can. So Luke and Cindy from the MIGardener, they have been, I mean, Luke's been gardening his whole life, and, you know, he knows his stuff, and he's worked really hard in developing products and some fertilizers, and I've ordered some to go over some of my failures, which I'm actually going to take you to the garden and show you in a minute. So let me show you the entire purchase. Now, first and foremost, I ordered Blue Lake bush beans, which, you know, right now I'm looking at, it looks like it's backwards on the camera. You know, to me, I hope it's not backwards to you, but just in case it is backwards, it says Blue Lake bush beans. And the reason why I got these is because you can never have too many green beans. It's a variety that I haven't specifically grown before. Weirdly enough, you know, it's actually not a rare variety. I just haven't grown them. But I got them for Nicholas's garden, which we put them in yesterday. That's why the seed pack is open, already opened. So so I got the Blue Lake bush beans. I put 6 in Nicholas's garden yesterday, which as of right now the video is not uploaded. It is loading as I'm recording this, actually. So it will be uploaded by the time you are watching this video, if you want to check that out. And the rest of these are going to be a final planting of beans, where these are a little bit more weather extreme tolerant. With being the heat of the summer, these should do a little bit better than a typical string bean. It's also a stringless variety, so it shouldn't have that. It should be delicious, and I can't wait to try it. Luke mentions it so often when he's talking about beans that I decided to give it a shot. Now, the second product I got from him is his Trifecta Fertilizer, which is here's a granulated fertilizer, which the ultimate soil supercharger. So I'm going to try this with a couple of different things in the garden and see how well it does. Now, the product that I'm really going to be experimenting with is Reviver X, which is a liquid fertilizer, and it's supposed to be crazy super healthy for the plants, and which anybody who has seen my update videos knows there's a couple that aren't flourishing with it being first year garden. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take you to the garden. Oof, that sun is getting bright. So I'm going to take you to the garden, and I'm going to show you the things that I'm going to use, the different things, the plants that I'm going to use the 2 fertilizers on. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take pictures every day for the next month. Well, not every day, because I'm going on vacation in a couple of weeks, but I'm going to take pictures as often as I can, at least one, every 2 or 3 days, something like that, of what I use these on. And then 30 days from now, so today is July 9th, so August 8th, that's 30 days, so there's 31 days in July. So on August 8th, I'm going to do a 30-day update video, and we're going to see where the plants are at. And so let's go to the garden. I'm going to show you what we got, and what we're going to use the fertilizers on, and I'll talk about what my goals are and what I would hope to see. So let's go to the garden. All right, so this is the first plant that we're going to try the Reviver X on. Now, I will say I do not expect anything crazy for results. This is one of the jalapeno plants. This was the one that was at first doing very well, and then just suddenly wilted and died. Now, this one leaf at one point was completely yellow. It has gained some green color back. It is still fairly yellow. It actually did sprout a new leaf. That's a leaf. That's a leaf right there. So it's not completely dead, so I have some faith in it. But I do not expect crazy, unrealistic results with this one. But it would be nice to see it come back to life and give me some jalapenos before the end of the year. Let's see. So with the tomatoes, I have them setting fruit everywhere. They're doing fantastic. But I do have one. I'm going to have to go the long way around, all the way in the back. And so I am going to fertilize the tomatoes. Can't even, it's so thick here, I can't even get to the one I want to talk about. Now we have one on the back with some yellower leaves. I think it's a little bit of a nitrogen deficiency. I'm not 100% sure. It's some sort of nutrient deficient in my opinion. But I'm going to fertilize all of the tomatoes with the trifecta fertilizer, and specifically that one I'll be keeping track of to see what happens. Also to hope, with doing that, it's going to get extra nutrients into the soil. With the onions, as everybody knows, I want to get some nice big bulbs, and so far they've been pretty small. Now these are the onion and carrot beds. I'm also going to put some trifecta in, and not a lot, because they're going. They're just not going as well as I like, but I am going to try it, see how well it does. And then I'm going to use trifecta. I will use trifecta with all of the smaller tomato plants. So these were the ones, as well as the ones with our wonderful squash and zucchini, and the ones at the base of our hugelkultur. Those were the ones that started off as roots, as vines, sucker branches that we broke off and let root. And then I'm gonna also use the Reviver X on our squash. Now there's cabbage. So 1, 2. You see this one pretty much died yesterday. That's the problem we've been having, where they grow, they get to a certain point, and then they seem to die off. Here, this one died yesterday too. And then we have that one there. It's not looking the best. So we're gonna try the Reviver on those. These are the San Marzanos that I planted yesterday, and which were a gift from a neighbor. And so I think I'm going to use the Reviver X with those, just because they're so small and it's so late in the year. So those are, I am going to use trifecta on other things, in the garden, but those are the main focuses, is to see how the onions do, see if the jalapeno comes back to life, and see if there's any sort of positive production out of the cabbage. So, Luke, if you're watching, we'll see what happens. I'm not, with the jalapeno, I'm not expecting a lot, but, you definitely sold me on your product, and I want to see how well it does. So, as far as the fertilizer goes, we'll see in a month. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fertilize today, and which yesterday was the full moon. So right now, plants are drinking a lot for their roots, for root development. So I'm going to fertilize now, and I'm going to fertilize again in 2 weeks on the day of the new moon. And so when we fertilize on that day, that'll help boost all the above ground production, and that's pretty much it. So, and then 1 month from now, we'll film an update video and see where we're at. So if everybody here could like, share, subscribe, drop a comment below, let me know what you think. And do please check out MIGardener.com. Again, I'm not sponsored, but he's a fantastic guy. So we'll see you soon. And like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Bye.